So we're probably gonna do one more guess and then I gotta go. I am gonna be live tomorrow morning though for anybody who is listening and would like to come back. Come back tomorrow morning. Crusader.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm
I'm
27.
fine. How old are you?
27.
27?
Yeah.
Sweet. I think God's a big ass meanie. What are
Uh,
your thoughts?
no, I don't think God's meanie. I think God is love and wants us to love one another.
So, like, for example, in the Bible, when God turns Lot's wife into a block of salt, like effectively ending her existence, just because she turned around when she was told not to, you would say that that's not a mean thing to do?
Um, you forgot to. What about the preaching that Jesus preached about
Whoa,
showing
whoa, whoa,
love
whoa,
and
whoa, whoa,
That
whoa,
humbling?
has
Crusader. No,
nothing to do with what I just said. I'm
yeah, no
talking about
pivoting.
Old Testament, Sodom and Gomorrah. The town's getting burnt the fuck down. Lot and his family are fleeing with the angels, and they're like, "Don't turn around. If you turn around, you're gonna get got." And then Lot's wife turns around, and she gets turned into a block of salt.
Yeah.
Mean or not mean?
No, and I'll tell you why.
But why is it? What? Yeah, tell me. Why is it not mean to turn somebody into a block of salt?
Okay, so she turned around and looked, right? The eye caused her to sin. Um, this is a good example because the city Sodom and Gomorrah, they were filled with filthy people, with sinful people that they were doing wrong, and
But
if
was Lot's wife guilty of any of that wrong?
she was guilty of the
The
eye
only
causing
thing,
her
the
to
only
sin.
thing Lot's wife was guilty of was turning around.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the same argument
So,
that you.
so you think
Think
Wait,
you
wait,
think
wait.
turning you think turning around is a death sentence? That you should receive capital punishment for turning around?
No, if you look at something that's bad, when you look at it, that's what I'm saying. The eye causes you to.
So if I look at something bad, I deserve to
Crusader,
get put to
Crusader.
death.
If if somebody turns around when they're not supposed to, is that worthy of the death penalty? Because you seem to think it is. Here, come off
Yeah,
mute and
let's.
explain your stand.
If you guys wouldn't mute
There's a
me, I don't know.
motorcycle.
It's
Sorry.
not really a reasonable debate. So, yes. So most people will say yes.
No, most people
Yeah, I
wouldn't.
would say that it's really mean to kill someone for the crime of turning around. Disagree.
This would be the same argument when if you on raped or on gonna stand there. I just no you.
Well,
What does
God
that have
does
to do with
that
this, though?
literally every time people get raped or unalive. God is literally just standing there looking and doing nothing. So that's not even the point though. It's about Lot's wife getting turned into salt. The nameless
Yeah, yeah,
the nameless Lot's wife getting turned into salt.
yeah. Well, she
Why
turned
do you
around.
think
That
it's
means she
good to
cared.
turn people? Why do you yeah. My question is, why do you think it is good to kill people for the crime of turning around when they're not supposed to?
I
Yeah,
never,
like
I never said it was good. I think I said it was just.
Well, it's not
so.
just though. That's the
Okay,
thing.
so
That's
like,
not just.
let's say Cam was like painting something, and she told me, Dalton, I want you to turn around and not look back at me while I'm painting this thing, and then I turn around, and then she just whack, she gets me. Would that be just?
That's subjective.
Okay. All right. All right. What's a worse sin, do you think?
Worse
Turning
sin?
around. Hold on. Hold on. You got to hear both of them so you don't get confused. Which is worse, turning around or graping your father?
Um, there's no worse there's no worse sin. I don't believe on that.
So, out of the two things, what you're saying to me is that the wisdom that God has granted you is that you can't tell the difference between someone turning around. So, like I'm standing right now in my bedroom. I'm going
Yeah,
to turn around 180 degrees, right?
yeah.
I do that all the time. I turn around all the time. So you're saying that you can't tell the difference between that and raping your father.
Okay, so can I explain to you? Because you guys won't really have me let me speak. So, let's see. I'm trying to give an example here. When you are you going to stare at someone lustfully that's I don't know innocent, or you gonna or like which ones? There's no such thing as which one's worse.
I'm going to respectfully lust after somebody. Is that all right?
Just really quickly, that also has nothing to do with what I asked. So, turning around, raping your father.
Well, all sin is the same. But if you ask me, which one's worse? Raping your father?
I'm curious. Are you Catholic?
No. Well, I'm
Because
Christian. I could be Catholic or whatever, but honestly, it's the same thing.
the Bible doesn't say all sins are the same. This is not even accurate biblically speaking.
Well, I believe all sins are the same.
But the Bible disagrees with you.
Why?
No, I don't. I don't think the Bible disagrees with me.
The Bible literally says there are some sins that lead to death and some sins that don't lead to death. By nature, that means that all sins are not the same.
Well, so, okay. So that to understand that, what to say, sin is me. What sin to me is desire. Some desires
No,
separates us from some.
desire is desire. Sin is missing the mark.
Well, exactly, you're missing the mark when you're following your own desires, when you with your own heart, with your heart desire, not with God, not obeying God.
Do you have a Bible verse that says sin is desire?
I understand that in the
God
Christian
desires that.
teachings.
It says in 1 Timothy 2:4 that God desires that all should be saved and come to the knowledge of the truth. So God is a sinner,
No,
but sin is desire.
exactly. You just said that some desires separates you from God, and some doesn't separate you from God. So
He didn't say that.
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. He said that some sins causes a separation from.
Some sins are deadly, some sins are not. But sin isn't desire; those aren't the same thing. It's the whole point of what I just did there with First Timothy was to show you that sin is not the same thing as desire. Desire is desire, and sin is sin. There's a reason why we have two different words for them.
Well, I think we can agree that when you have a desire, meaning you could steal and do other forms of crimes, come close
Sometimes,
to sins.
sometimes stealing is the right thing to do. Sometimes, if I infiltrate an organization that plans on doing acts to hurt large amounts of people, and I get their plans and I steal them to give to the good guys, stealing is good.
Well, I don't believe that there's. I don't believe that anyone's good. The Bible
Wait,
literally says that no one's good. I don't believe you're good. I don't believe I'm good. I don't believe.
well, that's the Bible would be wrong then.
I don't think the Bible is wrong when it called people
It
that
is
no one's
so.
good.
Wait. So the people, for example, in World War II, the people who went out of their way to hide Jewish people in their basements and attics to protect them
Yeah,
from the Nazi soldiers, they
yeah.
aren't good.
Their actions are good, but they are not good.
Well, so wait. How does one have good actions without being good?
Um, well, okay. You could speak words of truth. You could speak something that's true, but it doesn't make you. It doesn't make you truth. You're not the truth. You just said that I am the truth.
What?
Did you hear what I just said?
The Bible, to be clear, does say that other people can be good. Barnabas, it says in Acts chapter 11, verse 24, for he was a good man.
Well, I'll say that this is the contradiction, but the Bible says that no one's good.
Except, yeah, that's a contradiction because the Bible's bullshit.
So The reason that I was asking the question that I was asking is because Lot got turned into salt, but Lot's daughters didn't get any punishment.
Uh,
You see what I'm saying?
you say something about turning to salt, and he.
So Lot turned around and got turned into salt.
Yeah.
Lot's daughters raped their father, and no punishment.
So Lot's father raped where and
The
I
daughters
thought
raped the father. They took turns raping him and they got pregnant by him. You don't remember that part?
was he in Sodom and Gomorrah, or
No,
he
it was
left?
No, this was
after
after.
they
This
took
was
him to
after
it.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
It's
After
in the
Lot's wife
same chapter.
gets turned to salt, they get him drunk and they take turns raping him in a cave. And they both get pregnant by him and have kids.
I didn't know that. Um,
Yeah, it happened. In the book, at
but
least.
but did he face any punishment? Like,
No, in fact, guess the Bible calls Lot righteous. Although, even though the book of Hebrew calls him righteous Lot, even though Lot did offer his daughters up to be gangbanged outside of his house.
but what exactly does it say so I can understand?
What does it call Lot righteous?
No, the verse, so I can kind of understand.
The book of Hebrews calls Lot a righteous man, but in the book of Genesis, chapter 19, Lot offers up his daughters. The men want to rape the angels, and Lot's like, nah, take my daughters instead.
What a righteous man that is, offering up his
Oh,
two daughters to be raped by a crowd of men.
okay. No, I think he
Then
was
his
trying to.
daughters give him some Bill Cosby juice,
Yep.
and Bill Cosby
That
him.
family's fucked up. That family's crazy.
No. I think what Lot was trying to do.
Crusader,
muffled.
something happened to your microphone. We
Okay,
can't
sorry.
hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I think what Lao was trying to do is he was trying to let people not do this because they were gay. They were doing gay sinful
No,
action.
the problem was not with being gay. That's not what the Bible says, dude.
They were doing immoral things like that, right?
The problem with
immoral acts.
according to the book of Ezekiel and also the New Testament, the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah was that they were inhospitable. It had nothing to do with the fact that it was men on men action. It had everything to do with the fact that they were raping people indiscriminately.
Well, Lao was offering them women's that's what he was doing. He was offering.
And that's bad. You don't when the group of rapists are outside your house, you don't throw your daughters at them. That's not the right thing to do.
I don't know if they were being raped. I mean,
They
they
were.
They probably would have married them.
And do you think they would have actually? Do you think the daughters had any say?
What?
Crusader, do you think the daughters had any say?
Any what?
Any say? Like, do you think the daughters were asked whether or not they want all these men to have them? And to be clear, they weren't going to marry them. The men wanted to take the angels and rape them, and Lot offered up his daughters instead. Not to marry in the stead of the angels.
Um.
Oh man, I wish I had my soundboard. Imagine that there are crickets chirping right now.
All right. If my background noise is any indication, the nephews are out and about, so I have to go chase them down before they break something.
Thank
But
you for your
this was fun.
participation, Jeff.
It was very eye opening. I don't think I'll be worshiping today, as it turns out. But I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
See you, bud. Now, everyone, Crusader. Oh, okay. Crusader. Listen, this has been fun and all and whatnot, but I've got more important things to do. Cam's got more important things to do. This isn't going anywhere. You've learned now that God's a piece of shit.
Wait. But I gotta just tell you something. You guys keep reading the Bible so you guys learn a little better, okay?
Crusader, we literally know more about the Bible than you. We were educating you on the fucking Genesis stories.
I
The
read
first
it every
fucking
day.
book.
Clearly
I read
not,
it
because you guys
Fucking
Crusader.
book.
What?
Well, how could you possibly tell us to read more of the Bible when we obviously know more than you? Demonstrably know more than you do.
Crusader, what's my name? Crusader. Crusader.
You guys are really,
Crusader.
you guys are kind of
Crusader.
upsetting me right now.
Crusader.
You
Say
guys
my name.
don't-
Say my
No,
name.
No, wait, hold on. You
Say
guys
my name,
are just-
motherfucker.
Okay.
Say
You
my
guys are
name.
preaching how to be.
Did you do that? I didn't do that.
I
Why
just
are you
like,
guys
how
so
the hell,
mad at-
where does he get off telling us to learn more about the book and read it more when literally like the only thing I've said to the man in this whole conversation is explaining the fucking Bible stories to him.
Yeah. Anyways, Crusader, go read your fucking Bible, dude.
All right, well, thank you.